So you are afraid of something. We all go a little mad sometimes. You don't know what death is.
Be afraid. Be very afraid.
Welcome to the Madness. We are the Mouths of Madness, your new favorite podcast for horror movie reviews. We're coming to you live tonight from Madness U Community College, now offering online classes. This is our episode 43 on the 1998 The Faculty. And now that the Summer of Madness 2025 has come to an end, we're back to school. And at Madness U, we're interviewing candidates for our faculty. My name is Kevin, and I have the man, Mr. Quint, in front of me. He's interviewing for boating and water survival. Mr. Quint, are you prepared to teach our students about surviving in shark-infested waters?
Here's to swimming with bow-legged women.
Oh, that's good for me.
That was a solid answer.
Yeah,
That works,
no.
yeah. You're
That
right.
was actually the only correct answer.
Right.
He's in.
Next, we have Dan. Dan, who are you interviewing over there?
Well, next up, we have a Mr. Hollis from Valentine's Bluff applying for our self-defense instructor position. It says here in his resume, Mr. Hollis has a background in automotive barbecue and conflict resolution. Mr. Hollis, I have just only one question for you. What would you say to break up a sparring session gone sideways?
Shit! You guys, knock it off!
Whoa! I mean, that's the type of fire and attitude we need around here.
He's a spitfire, man.
Whoa, for sure. Next, we have the mayor of Halloween Town, Bearclaw. Bearclaw, who do you have over there?
For our music education program, we have multi-instrumentalist Mr. Tim Capello here to teach our students. And I really only have one question for Mr. Capello. Do you still believe?
Oh man, we're all believing.
That's all I needed to know, Tim. You're in.
We're all surviving
Wow.
at this school.
Wow.
100% completion rate.
Man.
And finally, we have the youngest member of Madness, my son Logan. Logan, what's going on?
I'm interviewing the Frog Brothers. Now, the Frog Brothers are very special to my heart because they're going to teach a very special class, and I'm going to try to see if they're ready for Vampire Hunting 101. Now, guys, I only have one question to ask. What do you guys think is the most special part of teaching a class? And why do you think you are set out to be the best?
We're dedicated to a higher purpose. We're fighters for truth, justice, and the American way. Right.
Oh, wow. Jesus. Well, you gave me a right answer.
Oh.
I guess you guys are in. Yeah.
Yeah, I was impressed by that. You gave him a really tough question.
Yeah. I'm no easy cook.
Wow. I think our faculty is set for the new year. What do you think?
I think our student body is going to be prepared for almost any situation.
I love it. As long as they don't mess with Happy the janitor, they'll be fine.
Well, I'll give them a scare they'll never forget it.
I don't mess with any of his traps, so they'll get you.
Yeah, we're doing it from the cafeteria.
There are a lot of other great horror movie podcasts out there, but what separates us from the other ones is that we're going to be giving you the older versus younger generation perspective. Myself, Dan, and Bearclaw were all born in the 1980s, while my son Logan was born in the 2000s. So this is the clash of the generations. Without any further ado, grab your scat, guaranteed to jack you up. Pull up a chair, hold on to your straitjacket tight, and let's dive into the madness. We watched The Faculty from 1998. It was written by Kevin Williamson.
Shocker.
Again.
You know, halfway through this movie, I didn't know that on my first watch of this, but I was like, did the guy who wrote Scream write this? Like, that was the first thought that entered my head.
Yeah, and like Bearclaw said, he wrote Scream, he wrote I Know What You Did Last Summer, he wrote Dawson's Creek.
I want away.
Famously, he turned down directing The Faculty for his other project, Teaching Mrs. Tingle, which he also wrote.
What?
Mrs. Tingle.
Tinkle?
Tingle.
Oh, it tingles.
You know who Teaching Mrs. Tingle starred?
Hulk Hogan?
Another Dawson's Creek alumni, Katie Holmes.
Whoa.
Yeah.
Was she Miss Tingle?
No.
See, that's a missed opportunity.
This was directed by Robert Rodriguez, best known for
Dusk Till Dawn. Desperado.
I was gonna say
Spy Kids.
naming all the bangers.
the Grindhouse movie there with the
Planet
machine
Terror.
gun. Planet Terror, yeah, with
Yeah.
the machine gun leg.
I really thought you were going to go on like a D like thing where Desperado, Dusk Till Dawn, Spy Kids.
Just, the juxtaposition. That's what I was going with.
He also directed a movie called Sin City.
Oh yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Casting wise, we have Josh Hartnett as Zeke. This was his second movie he was ever in. Do you know what the first movie was?
Halloween H2O.
Yes, sir.
Oh.
Also, the same year, 1998.
Wow.
He was also in Sin City with Robert Rodriguez. Elijah Wood as Casey. What's he best known for?
Frodo.
Frodo
Also in
banging.
Sin City.
And also in Sin City as Kevin.
What the hell? Everyone's in Sin City.
Kevin was the most terrifying character in Sin City.
Don't you forget it. Elijah Wood heard about the role of Frodo during filming The Faculty, so this
Nice.
is kind of where he set his journey out for the Shire.
Where he started his journey in the Shire. Strange place, but okay.
Jordana Brewster. is-
Debut.
Yeah. As Delilah.
Oh.
Logan, where's she best known for?
Oh, it's all about family.
Logan's dreams, apparently.
Dude, prime Jordana Brewster.
Wait, she
Cinema.
was in Fast and Furious?
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah.
What's
Yes.
she playing Fast and Furious?
played
Played
Mia.
Vin's sister.
Yeah.
Oh.
Family.
Also,
Who got with Brian.
also in the follow-up to the Texas Chainsaw Massacre remake, she was in that as well.
Yeah. Yep.
He's in what?
We have Robert Patrick as Coach Willis. What's he best known for?
T-1000.
Yes,
Yeah.
sir. Yep.
Evil T-1000. Or T-1000. T-1000.
And older role as John Cena's dad.
Ooh.
A
Yeah,
peacemaker.
yeah, he plays the White Dragon in Peacemaker.
Yeah,
right? Yeah.
Not a very distant, not a very, it's a very similar character.
Well, he kind of does play a similar character in a lot of his movies. We have Clea Duvall as Stokely. Do you know what she's best known for?
This movie.
Yeah, she was the only one that I really didn't know too much about.
Stoke.
She had a pretty big late 90s run. She did Can't Hardly Wait, which is the movie she's kind of best known for.
Yeah.
What was she in Can't Hardly Wait?
She was one of the friends. I forget her name. I haven't seen Can't Hardly Wait in probably 20 years. So, yeah. But that's what I got.
I was just saying,
And
I
that's-
haven't seen
and
Can't
that's
Hardly
the
Wait in
kit
like
in a
20
caboodle.
years.
And she was also in Girl Interrupted, which was a pretty big movie as well. We have Sean Hattasey as Stan, and he's pretty much a TV actor throughout his time. He was just in Animal Kingdom a few years ago, which was pretty big. We have some smaller roles. John Stewart as Mr. Furlong.
The
I
Daily
know, I
Show.
saw Jon Stewart,
Yeah.
I was like, yes!
I hate John Stewart.
We also have Usher as Gabe.
Usher,
Yeah.
Did you recognize him?
coming in hot.
I mean, even if I did, I wouldn't care that much. It's Usher. It's not like it's Prince.
We have Famke Janssen as Miss Burke. What's she best known
She's
for?
Jean Grey in the X-Men.
Yes.
No, she's not best known for that, though. She's Xenia on a top.
From
Goldeneye.
GoldenEye. Yep. I don't know. Jean Grey.
Jean Grey.
I don't know.
She
Are
was
you
also
kidding
in
me?
Lord of
Goldeneye?
Illusions as well.
She was in Lord of Illusions, yeah.
Well, no.
We also have Selma Hayek as Nurse Harper.
yeah.
Dusk Till Dawn.
Dude,
And
she's in the
Desperado.
movie. She's in the movie for 2 seconds. Greatness.
She's a Robert Rodriguez alum. Finally, we have Chris McDonald as Casey's dad. Who's he best known for?
Shooter McGavin.
Yes.
I eat
Recently
pieces of shit from.
in Happy Gilmore 2.
Yes,
He
yes.
reprises his role.
I eat pieces of shit like you for breakfast.
I actually have two more
Dan,
to point out.
let's go.
Piper Laurie, who plays the music teacher, Mrs. Olson, she is also known for her role as the mother in the original Carrie movie.
Yeah.
Whoa.
Wow.
Yeah, kind of cool.
And we have Mr. Daniel Von Bargen as Mr. Tate, the history teacher,
Also
the
Lord of
villain
Illusions.
in Lord of Illusions.
Yeah,
and the villain in Super Troopers.
he is the villain in Super Troopers.
And he's in Thinner.
Thinner too, yeah.
He plays he's a
good
big
character actor,
yeah. And he plays a good villain in Lord of Illusions. He plays the Pilgrim. That's pretty good.
Very cool. The Faculty had a budget of $15 million. Do you know how much it made at the box office?
This was a fairly big movie. I'll take a first shot here. I'm gonna go. Wait, 15 million is what it costs. I'm gonna take a shot here. I'm gonna say it hit 45 million.
Logan.
I'm going to go a little bit higher. I'm going to go 52 million.
All right.
I'm going to go 55 million.
Dan's the closest. It grossed $63.2 million.
Pretty good. Yeah.
Pretty good.
Yeah, that's pretty successful.
I'm just glad he didn't Price is Right me. I thought he was going to for a second.
Currently on Rotten Tomatoes, The Faculty has a, listen to this, 57% critic score and a 57% audience score.
Whoa.
Wow.
Chalk.
It's rare that you get it. You get so much agreement.
Right. Our good buddy Roger Ebert. He actually did not write a formal review on The Faculty.
Oh, really?
But he did mention it in an article titled 25 Underrated Horror Films for Halloween in 2018. So
Really?
Wow. Okay. So Ebert's basically just like, in my opinion, means squat.
it might have been okay. Who knows?
Yeah.
He's just like, he went back on his word. What a coward.
Oh, man. Well, let's give you our overall.
He was just trying to get into heaven.
He's like, I know I can piss people off. Let me do one good thing. And it was putting it underrated.
Let's give you our overall thoughts on The Faculty. Dan, have you seen this before?
Yes, I have. I saw it many years ago, and it was one of those movies that as a kid, I got really, really hyped for. It was also one of those movies where I really, 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 really wanted to see it. I had no one to go see it with, and basically I had to wait for it to come out on VHS. And so, like, there's just this build up to see this movie. And I think at that point, like, by the time I finally saw it, you couldn't have put anything in front of me, and I wouldn't have been pleased by it.
Oh, yeah.
I was just like,
The hype was too big.
The hype got way too into my head. But getting to see it again, there's nothing really egregious about this movie. 57 critic score and 57 fan score. It kind of tells you it's kind of a meh movie. It's got, classic John Hughes sensibilities stemming from The Breakfast Club with all your classic character archetypes: the nerd, the jock, the prom queen, the loner, the new kid, the deviant. And I really like seeing those elements of characters interacting with one another in scenes. All the faculty staff, in hindsight, are really well-known actors and give an extra layer of fun seeing someone like Jon Stewart, who's this beloved cultural icon, become a monster, but also see actors like Piper Laurie and Robert Patrick channeling menacing characters they played in previous films like the T-1000 and T2, and Carrie's mom, like I had mentioned earlier. The story's simple. It's about trusting yourself as an individual in the face of a greater unknown. And in this case, I think the trope, it's the uncertainty of adulthood. I like the creature design, very Lovecraftian going, with like a squid-like alien. A theme with Williamson movies is that they're so easily accessible to teens, but also adults, in how they make the faculty staff's sensibilities so relatable. Like, I love the conversations being had in the faculty lounge.
Mrs. Brummel, with all sadness, no new computers.
Oh,
But get the service guy down here and get the old one's juice.
You've had conversations like that before at your own job.
Yeah.
And I think the casting of notable actors, actresses from classics of generations before hits that nostalgia factor for adults as well. Like I said, I really don't have any problems with this movie, but there's nothing that I would say it does to really impress me either.
Yeah.
Those are my opening thoughts.
So I'll kind of go in on this. First off, I give it points right off the kicker for it has a coherent story.
He
up until recently, I didn't value that as much. But after some of our past movies, that's become a little bit more valuable to me. Just in that, A to B to C is kind of how the story rolls. So, I mean, I think that was good. Like, I didn't see the Queen aspect of this coming. So this is my first time watching it. I've never seen it before. I'd never seen the Faculty before. It had some very predictable things, but a lot of stuff I didn't see coming. Like the Queen, I didn't see Mary Beth transforming into the Queen. That was kind of an angle that it did surprise me at. But like I was saying earlier in the episode, I could have told you like a quarter of the way through this movie, I was like, did the guy who wrote Scream write this? Because this feels like he wrote it.
Yeah, it's his signature.
Yeah, it's his signature. My biggest bone to pick with this movie is just conceptually, I've just seen this thing. I mean, when you have to compare this movie to The Thing, and when you compare this movie to The Thing
is better.
I mean, just so much better. And I mean, I've also seen a lot of comparisons to like the Pod People or whatever, Invasion of Body Snatchers,
which they reference.
I haven't seen that though, so I can't really compare it. But I mean, just even comparing it to The Thing, it's just kind of like, oh, okay. I mean, I've seen it, but I've seen it done better. So that kind of took it down. But it had some amazing actors in it. I think the actors were next level throughout this movie, but I think they were given a frankly poorly written script.
Very little to work with.
Yeah, very little to work with. I didn't think the script was spectacular. I think some of the stuff was cool. I think that there's some people that really have a soft spot for this movie, and it's a cult classic. My only thing is I thought it was cool. I really liked the characters. I thought they were good. Casey being the final girl was good as well. Elijah Wood was essentially the final girl. I thought it was nice. And the ending was a little bubblegum for me, but we can talk about that more. But overall, I liked the movie. I just didn't. I don't think I loved the movie. But yeah, because I've seen it, done better. It's hard when you're comparing it.
It's funny you mentioned people with a soft spot and nostalgia. That's me.
Yeah.
I was like Dan with this movie. When it first came out, I saw it as soon as it was available at Blockbuster. Oh, and I looked forward to seeing it, and it could do no wrong for me. I think I watched this thing like 80 times when it first came out. I loved it.
A certain part walking through the locker room.
Yeah.
Got a little bit more wear on the old VHS.
That VHS part wore out a little bit.
Why are you naked?
Had the ziggly lines at one point.
A little fuzz in there.
Yeah. I thought you were talking about the old lady in the shower.
That too.
I'm an equal opportunist. I love Zeke. Zeke was like a character I was drawn to. He was the coolest dude for me.
I mean, with the exception of staying after an extra year for senior year in high school,
but he was,
like Ben Affleck's character in Dazed and Confused.
Yeah, he's like the Fonzie type of character.
I feel like in senior year in high school, they're just trying to get you out of there anyway.
He didn't want, but that's the thing too, is he didn't want to grow. He didn't want to change.
He was smart too. It wasn't like he was an idiot. Yeah,
he was in his safe spot, and he was macking it with Xenia
the teacher.
There, so.
Yeah.
How about these condoms? Magnum sized.
So, I mean, that hasn't aged so well, but at the time, being,
I mean, Dawson's Creek was big at this time, too. Isn't a lot of that about Mac and teachers?
He's probably legal around that time.
He's 19 years old. He stayed...
24-year-old college or 24-year-old high school student, so he's fine.
One of the other things is this movie really brought home the fact that Robert Patrick is one of the best villain characters in movies.
Oh, for sure.
Yeah. I thought his role in this was great. It was very robot-like T-1000, but I think it was perfect how he played.
His acting was really great. I would give him again, the acting was great, the script was not, but he made his script part come alive a little bit.
He was too robotic. I thought his robot perfection was that he was like creepy in a way.
Yeah,
it wasn't like robotic. It was more creepy and more like.
Well, yeah, for sure. It lacked like emotion when he needed to lack emotion.
It was emotionless, but it was.
So, I mean, I'll be honest with you, gentlemen. This is one of my all-time favorite horror movies because, I mean, it is a lot of nostalgia thing, but I do like what it offers in this idea of aliens taking over the world, but starting with a high school. I like that concept. I always did. Yeah. I mean, it's a cool concept for me. At the time, the effects were amazing. I think some of them kind of still hold up. It's not terrible.
The creature design is cool.
Yeah.
I mean, the creature Snatchers look cool. Like they look like a parasitic kind of, hive creature. I think that's really cool.
Yeah, and I think one of the best things this movie does is it kind of always put me in the mind frame of what would I do in this situation? Like, where would be my go-to? Because you can't go to the parents like Casey tries to go to his parents. You can't go to the teachers. Again,
Shooter's not going to help you out.
It's on you as the kid. And I love those movies where you can't rely on anybody but, similar groups of teens. And,
yourself and your friends.
Yeah.
Your cohort.
Yeah, right. It's you against the world. Logan, how about you? This is your first time watching The Faculty, right?
Yes, it is. And I got to say, man, I was taken back by this movie. Originally, I was not looking forward to it. Now, here's the thing. I think the reason why I liked it so much was because I waited to watch it, and that I didn't watch it like a week before this. I watched it very close to the recording of this podcast. So I think it makes it easier to have like more of like actual talking points rather than I've had a week of marination. And it's not as much of like a big thing, but now it's like where I'm like, I have this thing where I'm like, oh man, I can't wait to get into this. So the reason why I love this movie so much is because it feels like Scream and The Thing made a baby.
Oh,
and it's like really good. It's like I told you, it's white person Sinners in the best way.
I haven't seen Sinners, so I don't know.
Yeah, I mean, it's the basic like
no spoilers, but like there are scenes that could be similar to Sinners. Like he pointed out the scene with Stan
running out away from
trying to get back into the school and stuff.
Like I associate the musical element with Sinners so much where I was going, Logan, there's no musical element.
Yes, there is. There's Creed. There's Creed and Neve.
But yeah, no, the other element you're talking, no, that makes sense.
The actual movie itself. Yeah. I think what's so good about this movie is the actual like story is so well coherent that it kind of was weird to me at first because I was like, whoa, we actually have a story for once. We're not like just following around a cast of characters and having to go through an hour.
Plot.
What is this place?
What is this? Is this even a horror movie?
This isn't right. We need shitty characters and we need a crappy horror movie.
Logan, like Bearclaw, did you pick up that Mary Beth was the head alien, or did it catch you by surprise?
Well, let me get into it a little bit. Right. I think I want to get right into this. I think this movie's cinema. Legitimately.
Wow.
This might be in the top 3 of horror movies for me.
Whoa!
Like, legitimately. I love this movie.
I need to see the hands.
All right. What are you angling for?
What are you angling for?
I'm legitimately
cinema.
Cinema.
All right.
Cinema.
All right.
It is legitimately so well done in that I'm like kind of taken back because I don't like alien movies. I don't like zombie movies a lot. This movie is so good because of how much I wasn't expecting it. I didn't have any expectations for this movie, and it just succeeded every expectation, blown out of the water. Like it is like, I think it is legitimately top 3 horror movie for me because I just had so much fun watching it. I was so entertained the entire time. There wasn't a moment of this movie where I looked away because I was just so caught up with the characters. I loved everybody. And the reason is because they had characters I could actually relate to. With Casey's character being the main character of this movie, I could relate to his character. And you give me Jordana Brewster in her prime, I'm sitting down, I'm watching the screen.
You're seated.
Like a rabid dog, you know?
Oh, man.
I think it's just so
Jordana Brewster,
plus
50 points.
When it comes...
Her lines are pretty terrible, though. Like, objectively, you gotta...
She was not a good character, though.
No,
yeah.
she was an asshole.
Yeah, she was mean.
She's a grade A bitch.
Well, but
you
like,
hitting on me?
but like, it was just she just like read the line.
Never been told she was a bitch before.
Well, like Dan said, it's her first role.
movie.
Yeah, okay.
I like how she was immediately tried it because no one had told her she was a bitch before.
Pretty cool human being when you're not being a first-class grade A bitch. You hitting on me, Casey?
And that just, oh man, that got her instigated. I think what your question is earlier about Mary Beth being the head alien, I think there were instances where there were multiple characters that you could have thought. And I think they told it very well with the scene of all of them going through it. I think throughout the entire movie, I was questioning a lot of the characters, which is good because you want to see like what goes on with the story. I was actually involved with the story. I felt like the storyline was good enough that I was like, okay, I'm actually interested. And I think they did a good job of doing it. I didn't know that she was, but it was like, it was one of those characters that it could have been, but I didn't like peg her as the one that
I see the clues now, but I definitely didn't see it when I was watching it.
I think like you could have seen it from the very first scene.
Now going back, you can.
You do.
Yeah. I think that's what's so good about it is that it catches you off guard.
She even admits early on she's an alien.
I feel pretty alien myself today.
Yeah.
I just remember being very frustrated with myself, being like, of course it was the new girl.
You stupid
That
son of a
goddamn new girl from Atlanta.
Well, you know, like Bearclaw always says with these mystery elements is at least this character is throughout
She doesn't just show up halfway through and be like, hey guys, by the way, I'm the alien.
Oh, you know what though? I did know it was her very early on though. I will say that because there was a scene when she was taking the drugs that I knew it was her because I was like, oh, that's a fake throwback. I've seen fake throwbacks before.
Yeah,
like,
you did in The Thing.
Yeah.
That scene, very much the thing. We can get into that. I want to get into because Logan had said something about this cast of characters and kind of how they are very, like Dan was saying, Breakfast Club-esque with the tropes and things like that. But they're all like, they all have a little bit of difference to them and nuance.
I think that's what's good about it too. Is they're different.
The only thing, I don't know about nuance, but I will say that the only thing that scrambles me a little bit on the characters is for having established character traits, they act outside of those character traits pretty often.
That's what I mean. They're not
boxed into
they're not so held into their trope.
I almost think they should have been a little bit more boxed in, you know, because when you establish a character, that means that, you know, you're kind of like, that's what the character is, right? To have them all of a sudden, to have the camera guy who apologizes for getting hit in the nose.
Sorry. My fault. Crash and burn, Casey.
All of a sudden become, you know, an action hero.
That's a movie. That's like every movie.
I know, but
though.
it's like them growing. But I mean, like, it just kind of comes out of nowhere.
Bearclaw, you wanted him to just get hit into the flagpole every day.
Here's
Poor
the problem
kid.
with that argument is they explain that very well into the movie where they're questioning themselves because they're not like they are. Because Jordana Brewster's character,
they're like at a moment of transformation. I guess
she's like questioning Stan because she's like, okay, all of a sudden you don't want to be the football star, you want to be like the smart person, and you're like a Sigourney Weaver now. Like, you are nobody.
That was Casey.
Sigourney Weaver. that was a great line by Jordana Brewster. That was like the only line I've actually liked.
He is the final girl, so that's accurate.
I thought like they were kind of the aliens of kids, and they talk about that a lot.
Well,
like,
they're losers.
They're like the outcasts and stuff. They don't fit into the boxes per se.
Well, the only person that does was Stan until he decided he wanted to be different, which I think is interesting because that's very different than how most movies paint the big jock character, or not big, but like, you know, the jock character is always like, he acts dumb. He acts like an idiot sometimes. He makes rash choices. Stan, though, is very different. He decides based on his own skill and his own intelligence, and he actually makes good choices. Except when, you know, he went outside to...
I was going to say, until he got an alien stuck in his ear.
I mean, I would do the same, probably. I would probably check if there's aliens outside before I go run out, but, you know...
He's a very likable character, and this gets me to a question. Who's your favorite of the bunch?
The Brady Bunch.
My favorite?
Yeah.
I don't have a favorite. Okay, well,
of the students.
Yeah, of the students. Yeah, I
mean, you could do whatever.
You know, and this reminded me of Final Destination, right? We have unlikely friends coming together here.
Well, it's a little different.
Mean, what's his name? Zach or
Zeke?
Zeke's kind of a Mary Sue. I don't know if I love Zeke.
I don't really like Zeke for that reason.
I like Stan.
I don't know.
Stan's your favorite?
Stan's my favorite.
Oh.
Stan I liked the most because he's like, I don't do drugs.
No way, man. I don't do drugs.
Like, come on, bro.
Can I say Mary Beth? Is that an option?
Yeah, that's an option.
You like the alien lady? I understand.
She said very little. She is my favorite.
She also got naked. That helped.
Why are you naked?
I don't know. Dan, you go first. Who's your favorite? I got to think about it.
No Stokely, stupid ass name.
Mine's Zeke. I already said that in the opening.
I mean, and here's the thing. I love Elijah Wood. He's a fantastic.
Yeah.
I mean, he is a grade A A actor. I mean,
grade A bitch.
no, you leave Frodo alone. Sam Gamgee is going to be all up on you.
I don't want him up on me. Bob can stay away.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, I guess Casey would have to be my favorite, but
just because of Frodo.
Well, no, I think it's because he had a boob magazine. I think that was probably and his dad being Shooter McGavin.
Oh yeah,
yeah. So I think Casey would be my favorite if I had to choose.
And
one.
His running skills.
It'd be between him and Mary Beth, because I thought Mary Beth was kind of a good character because she was interesting. Like even before I knew that she was queen, I still wanted to know. Actually, no, I'm gonna change it. Who was the girl who was reading the books all the time?
Stokely.
I think Stokely's gonna be my favorite because she was kind of just hanging out and doing her thing and trying to
crash and burn, Casey.
and she's kind of put into the situation, and she kind of stuck to her character more than everybody else did.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah. Me, probably Casey.
Casey Jones.
Oh,
he did turn into Casey Jones by the end of the movie.
So actually, wait a minute. Bearclaw picked Stokely, so we're all picking different characters. That's pretty cool.
No one picked Jordana Brewster. That's fine.
Oh man, I want to talk about the opening because it's like right away we're kind of thrown into what's going on here.
Very much like Scream.
Very much like it's got a little bit like Sin City. You kind of get like an introduction to the characters.
Yeah, I like it too because even in that very first like football scene, we get like an indication of how the coach really is. Like he's this hothead, no nonsense guy. And then we get kind of like the shadow is on him. And so
that was cool.
A woman's shadow.
We almost get a sense right away. He's not the head guy. We know this, right?
My favorite possessed person was definitely the the one who was Carrie's mom.
The music teacher.
Yeah, Mrs. Olsen, the music teacher.
Creepy.
She was like the best possessed person because like between her and the coach teaming up, like I didn't think there needed to be a queen or anything like that. I just thought like those two leading the pack would have been menacing.
You know what? Now that I think about it, too, we already had the information at hand that the principal was not the head one because we see her get attacked.
That's why I think they did that for the audience so that you start to suspect one of the core group of friends is the alien.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, or infected at least.
Why would that make you think that one of the
because
core group?
It's more that thing like you haven't seen them, so like it wouldn't be like a random character. Like
at that point in the movie when they took the principal, I didn't suspect that there was any big bad besides those two. I thought the music teacher infected the coach, and then now they were buddies, and then they went and infected the principal.
In that same scene,
I didn't think there was some other that was out there.
In that scene, though, the scene of them explaining the alien queen too, it was more of just a theory.
In theory, they're all connected, and if we kill the master, we get them all. In theory,
they weren't like saying there had to be one, but there was a theory. It was pretty much confirming for us that there was a queen. And then at that point, when they did the drugs, I was like, I already assumed she was the queen. So I didn't really think about it too much. But I get what you're saying about like, we should have seen more of a.
Yeah, that's a good idea because we didn't see the music teacher, Miss Olsen, be turned. So in theory,
she could have been.
She could have been too.
Original, the OG.
Yeah, because I do like that scene though, where the Principal Burke is trying to escape. Or is it Principal Burke?
Yeah.
It's
not Principal Burke,
Miss
Burke.
It's funny. I didn't learn a lot of these characters' names. My notes are just full
Principal
of like
Drake.
Principal Drake,
Shooter McGavin, Lilith from Frasier. That's the principal.
Frodo Baggins,
Usher, Josh Hartnett, Jon Stewart.
Yeah, when Principal Drake is trying to leave as Coach Willis is chasing her down there, that was like a very cool scene.
That was a cool scene. I really like that with the pencil. And,
I like him just on the intercom with the scratched face.
Yeah.
They also did have two other characters too in the movie, and one of them was one of the characters from Scary Movie too.
Yeah, he was like a background character.
He was a background character. He wasn't really a background character. He was pretty much like a big part of like Zeke understanding that there's something wrong like with the school.
Yeah, and I liked those scenes too of them like of us seeing how the school really is when we're introduced to it with like the car accident and these fights and the like Logan was saying the
Like
boyfriend.
every day at my
This is the
school.
boyfriend and the girlfriend arguing with each other,
Yeah.
or the
Yeah.
girlfriend just yelling at the boyfriend.
And I saw some analysis of this where they kind of showed like how slowly the school started to assimilate, and you saw the boyfriend go from like fighting with the girlfriend to kind of being passive to the girlfriend, and then them both being like connected because they had both been in assimilated at that point. Like, so I think that's cool in hindsight. I got to be honest with you though, my first watch of the movie, I didn't pick up on any of that.
Yeah, gotcha. Yeah, because there's like a little bit of those Easter eggs of like
I like that though. Yeah.
things are changing
The
slowly
subtlety.
here. Yeah, for sure.
The movie definitely, I had to watch it again. The movie definitely, you pick up on a lot more on the second run.
My one of my favorite like behind the curtain scenes, things changing is I think it's Mr. Tate. He was the history teacher there, and he was drinking
boozer.
a coffee, right, with little booze in there. But then all of a sudden he switches to water, and I thought that was a cool.
All the water drinking, I thought that was kind of cool. And like, the aliens must love water. Or
You know,
something.
you might be an alien by all the water you goddamn drink.
I drink a lot of water. Yeah.
Yeah, well, water's important, you know.
I love that scene too, where Miss Olsen just takes a water and splashes. it in
Yeah,
her
just
face.
throws it right in her face. Just,
I need as much as I need, as much as I can.
And when the coach
Well-
is standing out in the sprinklers.
Oh,
just
yeah.
You know why
That's a
they
cool
did that
scene.
too is because they explained that their planet dried up.
You know, in my world, Casey, there were limitless oceans as far as the eye could see. Beautiful home till it started to dry out.
Yeah.
So they need they're
water.
trying to get as much water. That's really why they're there, is to get water.
The scene Bearclaw's talking about where they look outside and Coach Willis is standing there with the sprinklers. That was very Michael Myers.
where he was like staring, kind of just like soaking in the water. Yeah.
Casey, do you understand? Casey, do you understand?
They needed a Dr. Loomis to help them out a little bit.
I know. Yeah.
That rage.
Yeah, I mean, because you even have like this gets into the Zeke and Miss Burke relationship. You know, Miss Burke is very timid and doesn't.
Dude, I lost my shit when she got like
changed.
Yeah, when she changed and she was like calling him like a bastard.
I wonder what remote location she went to this week to hide from her great big bastard mistake. I've taken your shit for too fucking long.
Dude, this is awesome.
Shit hit the fan.
Dude, and he didn't like my favorite part of it is he just was like, he was kind of letting it happen. He wasn't like getting angry, but like you could tell like he was obviously like shaken up. He's like, what the hell are you on, man? I loved it.
Yeah, what I like too is when they start kind of questioning something's wrong here. We get that horrible scene of what's her name, whatever her name was, in the shower that couldn't handle the transformation.
Miss Olsen.
Oh yeah, because she was diabetic.
It wasn't Miss Olsen. It
Started with
It
a
was
B.
the other.
Miss Bunning. Banging.
Burning flesh.
Burning flesh.
Blemmy, swimmy, slapping,
Swammies.
Samsonite.
Logan's on the chess master. Miss Brummel.
There it is.
Yeah, when
Her wet and wild
So she was
surprise.
diabetic,
Skinner.
so she couldn't.
I think she was old.
She didn't make it. Her body was too old. The heat got to her.
She had
so
cancer.
her body, I think the cancer was made
Was
up.
a cover
Yeah, I know,
Yeah.
but that was like the
They-
craziest
They
thing.
said in the thing because she couldn't absorb water because she was diabetic.
Oh, okay. I thought it was
so a
just
vast
he was
majority
old.
of Americans are pretty safe.
I mean, so you have that, which is kind of like the gunshot, right? It's the starting gun of like, hey, something is wrong.
Something
here.
is
Something is
sideways.
wrong
Yeah.
here, you know.
And thank goodness for Casey, because Casey's the one who's like, hey, wait a minute, like this shit is not right.
Yeah.
And Stan's like,
Oh,
oh,
yeah.
yeah. But like what I like is there's not too long before
Everyone else figures it
yeah,
out.
these other characters
Yeah.
are like, oh shit, like aliens are taking over the
I
school.
liked that at least for like 40 minutes, like he was getting gaslit because that's like, it's a famous trope of like, no one understands me. Everyone thinks I'm crazy. And then you
Right.
get like the last like 30 minutes of everyone having to band together. That's very like 90s-esque kind of movie, like putting it all together. I just thought like the the best part of that was him being gaslit and being like, we need to go see a doctor.
Well, I mean, they saw Miss Brummel in the closet, right? And then they have the cops go to the school. And I felt bad for poor Casey watching this scene play out. I was like, my God.
And I can't, and I'm having trouble.
Take his porno mag, just
take his internet.
Sorry, pal. No more flogging the bishop.
Well, and I have trouble putting my finger on it, but it's almost like the way that the lines are written, and I'm putting this on the screenwriter, I'm not putting this on the actors. So I think the actors did the work that they could do with what they were given, but feel the kind of like scream like quality, or like, I don't know, they feel like characters in a movie and
feel real.
They don't feel real. Yeah, it doesn't feel, they don't say things like I feel like real people would say things. It feels very like, I don't know, it doesn't feel very natural. And again, I'm not putting that on the actor's feet. I think that's just how it was written. But because I mean, Scream kind of has a surreal kind of tone to the writing that is kind of like a hallmark of Williamson.
Yeah, for sure. And like, I don't know, like, because this is a very kind of crazy premise for a movie, so like everything's up, I guess. Like,
yeah.
You know what I mean? Yeah, I mean, did you catch the scene too where Coach Willis is talking to Casey's dad, and Casey's dad's like, good luck with the game tomorrow, Coach, and he gives him the shooter?
Yep. Also, was Casey's dad, Coach went and talked into his ear. Did he throw up one of those?
Most definitely.
Yeah, because that's the thing. Then you realize you're all on your own.
Yeah.
So then they bring all the kids in, right? And I do like throughout Stokely and Stan kind of have this little relationship where they bump into each other, and he's like, you know, what are you, fucking blind? Like, maybe if you didn't paint your eyes.
Get a fucking eye dog.
Maybe if you didn't paint your fucking eyes shut.
I love that they bump into each other like 40 times during the opening of the movie. The best line is when Casey falls and Stokely goes, crash and burn, Casey.
Crash and burn, Casey.
Very Loomis-esque.
That goes to Bearclaw's thing with the writing. It's very,
crash and burn,
little
Casey.
fluffy.
I love it. I love him. Also, like, I think the best part of that whole bumping into scene is like how much the characters are connected very early on.
Yeah.
That they play with it a little bit, like especially Stan and Stokely, because they're very like, you know, they kind of like not hate each other, but they're kind of like, you know, there's a little disdain there in the beginning. And then, you know, as soon as the movie like plays out, it's kind of like, oh, you know, you start to.
Oh, they like each other. They're just,
yeah, I know. Yeah. Maybe you didn't paint your eyes shut.
Yeah.
You freak. Or you beast.
And one of the things that bothered me a little bit, and maybe this is because of the title screen or maybe not, but knowing this was a Miramax movie and then watching and seeing, and this only bothered me a little bit, but this movie is very much like, what do they say, like the male gaze. Like, it's definitely set up for, like, I don't know, there's just a lot of you
can tell a male wrote this movie.
Yeah, and like how at the end everybody kind of gets a happy ending. Everybody, you get a girlfriend and you get a girlfriend, and like
Casey gets everything,
and like just how like I just thought this movie was very much like, and again, maybe I just, you know, knowing this is Miramax and everything like that, maybe that biased me early on, but I was just kind of like, I don't know, it just looked a little bit like all the women were wearing very revealing clothing, like, I don't know.
It's a 90s movie.
I mean, a lot of that too is on Miramax. You know, Kevin Williamson, the writer, is gay. I mean, he does write, I think, with a maybe different perspective than the Weinsteins would.
I think though, with like, it's not about that. To me, I don't care as much with that. I just think like the characterization of each is very like, it's very much told by a male person. You can kind of guess, like you can kind of get.
Yeah, the women are very one dimensional. I agree.
Stokely is not one dimensional.
Yeah, but Stokely's kind of, in a way. Stokely's written like a... Yeah, I think, her character is not that, like, intricate compared.
I don't know. I like the Stokely character. I think there's more meat there on the bone that they didn't really dive into because it is an ensemble cast of...
Yeah, and I think we had enough Stokely.
Oh.
You can never have enough Stokely.
So what I like, too, is Casey finds the organism, I guess.
Just finds it in the field.
Just finds it in the field. I guess this is from the coach, right?
Just shedding him.
Yeah.
Like just coming off.
He had one too many and one just popped out.
Yeah, I do like that scene where they put him in the water, Mr. Furlong, and then he's like, oh, I'm going to give it a prostate exam.
Mr. Furlong, what are you doing? Check his prostate.
Again, no one would do that. I'm gonna put my hand in this.
Yeah, I'm gonna put the hand in this tank with this unknown organism, which may or may not be poisonous.
Which also has,
I mean,
like,
maybe a high school
strings.
biology teacher would. I don't know.
But what's so unrealistic is he's like, oh, I think you might have found a
brand new species.
You're a high school teacher. What do you know? I don't know.
Well, I mean, I would also be like that too.
I also hate that Zeke knows exactly what it is.
Yeah.
Nathal stimulator? Nah. But they escaped detection until the mid-20th century.
No, you don't. Shut the fuck up.
Zeke's smart, man. Don't discredit Zeke. He's singing some
Listen,
shit.
second year senior.
What I was thinking is Zeke knows more than the teacher.
Yeah.
He's been there forever. Like, might as well have him
might
teach
know
the
more
class.
than
Zeke
more
has been
chemistry.
to war.
Oh, man. Well, speaking of Zeke going to war, this is my favorite scene in the movie. They're all in the science room with Mr. Furlong. He's been changed. Zeke's like, oh, yeah, Mr. Furlong, Casey thinks you're an alien. He's like, oh, is that right, Casey?
Casey here, he thinks you're an alien.
Really? The whole faculty, actually.
Is that true?
As soon as he shut the blinds, I was like, come on, bro.
Shit's about to pop off.
Yeah, and then he throws... He threw
Zeke. Like,
yeah.
he got thrown a lot during this movie.
I mean, I thought that scene was cool, and specifically what I thought was cool about that scene was I challenge anybody who has ever used one of those paper cutters.
This is
who
my favorite part.
Who hasn't thought about, this kind of looks like a sword. Like, if something goes down, I'd tear that thing off and use it as like a sword, or
I needed more of that. Just the fingers. Come on.
Yeah,
the fingers was pretty good, and then the finger that part I really like the bio teacher and the Jon Stewart scene there, and like the fingers started crawling on their own, and he had like his whole like
tentacles
coming out of his hand. And
I just thought this was the money shot of the movie where he just rips off that what was it, paper cutter, right?
Paper cutter,
yeah.
They don't have those in
I just wish he carried it around with him throughout the movie.
Yeah. He should have kept.
Just
why wouldn't he keep it?
Yeah,
I would.
Like, I just bring that thing with me.
They have those
you put all that effort into breaking it off. You might as well bring it with you.
Might as well keep it.
That's your weapon now.
That's your thing.
Right.
Thing is, though, if you carry that around, it's probably going to be used against you. That's an unwritten rule in horror movies. Whatever you use, it's used against you.
That?
He probably would.
Dude, Zeke knows about aliens. He probably knows about
that's why he left it. That's why he left.
Yeah, he's like, I'm not messing with this. I think, though, the paper cutters are used in like art rooms now, more or less. So I don't think they'd be used in a biology class.
Right.
Even back in the day, I don't get having a paper cut. And
there was a lot more paper back then.
Yeah. Now we're burning the trees.
It's cool because we get a glimpse when they're leaving the school of now the cops have a roadblock set up. So this thing is spreading quick.
That he's like, fuck it, I'm not going through this.
And then we go to Zeke's house and he's got like a whole setup in his garage. Huh?
Yeah,
like
the man is a chemist.
Holy shit.
Call Heisenberg.
Didn't see that coming.
Yeah.
Caffeine pills. Don't look at those.
Yeah, I didn't understand the caffeine pill. Why couldn't it just be, why did it have to be crushed up caffeine pills? Why couldn't it just be some magical synthesis of his, or I don't know.
Because caffeine dehydrates you.
Yeah, and that gets into why this scat works against aliens and why when he put the scat in Mr. Furlong's eyeball, he kind of melted there.
Yeah. Well, you know why it had to be caffeine? Because they weren't touching the caffeine. The aliens weren't touching it. They had water instead. They couldn't touch the coffee. The coffee pot was empty in the beginning.
Oh, yeah,
of the movie.
then they replaced the coffee pot eventually. That was a good point. And then, like Bearclaw said earlier, we get the thing scene here with the blood test, but it's taking the scat, and I love like Casey flipping out, tweaking out.
Let him fucking tweak.
There's got to be more in there than caffeine. You don't need that lab equipment to make caffeine.
Dude, he's snorted up all.
It's just
whole
part
ass.
of
part of the
That
mixture.
A little
me
baking
off.
soda and some cinnamon.
Dude, I'm not doing drugs right before an alien invasion. That's like rule number 1 on my list.
I feel like
don't do.
I feel like that's the first thing
That's
you
the
do.
first thing I'm doing.
okay. You would do a little weed, fine. You want to do a little weed, fine.
No. I feel like if you're talking full scale alien invasion,
I need some Molly or
heroin.
Like Zeke said, weigh it to Stokely.
Yeah.
He's like, I'm not putting that hack drug up my nose. He's like,
Aliens are taking over the Earth. Weigh it.
wait.
What's
He's
in
like,
this shit?
Yeah, he's like, aliens are taking over Earth. Weigh it.
Yeah.
She's like, oh, yeah, I guess you're right. And then we find out Delilah's an alien. When did this happen?
the fingers, man. They got on her in the previous scene with the teacher.
Dude, I never knew that because I've always been trying to figure out
There's a quick shot of them crawling on her. And she's all bugged out.
Okay.
Damn, that's
I missed
awesome.
that shot, but yeah, I just figured she just got.
I saw that too, and I was
Maybe she went for one of the free ear exams they were offering or something. I don't know.
Well, I knew
Salma Hayek giving out the free ear exams.
I knew her character was
Salma
acting
Hayek was
different.
giving out free ear exams. I'd probably
Any
trust.
exam.
I'd get 2.
I'd go back in line.
I'd go
Weren't
for
you
3.
just here?
I'd have glasses on.
Oh, man.
Put a fake mustache on. Oh man.
Like Logan said earlier, this is where they kind of all determine there's a head queen, and we have to find the head queen and kill them, and then that will bring everybody back.
And that's when I knew that Mary Beth was the alien and that Delilah was infected because of how she was acting during that entire scene. Both of them were suspicious as fuck because it was like they were the most suspicious out of the cast because Delilah wasn't acting like herself.
Yeah.
At all during that scene. Like, yeah, she was still bitchy.
Yeah,
But that's Delilah.
difficult.
But that's Delilah either way. So
yeah.
Yeah, I didn't see either of those, but I don't know. The whole queen thing, I mean, and the fact that, we killed the queen and everybody else is going to be okay. I don't know. That removes a lot of the stakes for me.
Well, they were fighting it. They were fighting the theory.
Jon Stewart's character wasn't okay.
You want to hear something messed up? He survives.
Wait,
yeah, what? He's at the end.
He's at the end. Yeah, he has an eye patch and his hand's all bandaged up.
I completely missed
I didn't see that.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a scene in the is it before the credits or it's like
it's somewhere in there. Yeah.
We go to the ending here and it's back at the high school. Did you like the high school as the setting here?
The high school as a setting was cool.
It's kind of creepy, no?
Yeah,
it's very Stranger Things-esque.
Yeah.
That I like season 1 Stranger Things. I think like it's a good
like you said, you got to put like bounds and it's got to be in an isolated place. I mean, you know, the fact that it became more isolated over time, I guess, was good.
Dan, what's your thoughts on the high school? Did you like it as a kind of main set piece for this?
I mean, when you think about it, it is the aliens' home base.
Yeah.
And it is the students going into their home turf and having to take the fight to them. I think it's a pretty cool concept.
Yeah. They had determined that the principal has to be the head. Makes sense, right?
Well, yeah. She's the principal.
Right. And then when they shoot her, I'm like,
she does not survive.
I'm like, holy shit, maybe she's dead.
Yeah.
What I thought now, looking back, knowing Mary Beth is the head alien, you can see it, especially in this scene, because when the principal starts coming to life, she takes all that scat
and
that's left.
Pours it all over.
Yeah. And she's also asking Zeke, she's like, oh, wait, you have more? Where's the more?
Yeah,
like,
and she gets her little minions there to ask him for his whole supply. They need as much as they can.
Use in moderation, boys.
Come on, Zeke, hook us up.
Hyde from that 70s show was asking for some scat.
Hyde was on this.
At least Cooch wasn't there.
One of the scenes I also love, like effects-wise, is we get a couple of the alien shots here. First, we have Coach Willis and the football team.
That's like my favorite scenes.
Yeah, when they're like soaking up the rain, and then I really like the shot when they were like when they made Casey the bait. and he was running from them or in between the buses. And they were all running after him, and like a coordinated usher was leading a charge of football players. I thought that was a cool scene.
That was kind of scary. That was very like slasher-esque with like these like, you know, coming
big
at
dudes
you.
running after him.
And then you get Delilah trying to tell Casey like, hey, we can be together, like, you know, come join us.
Come join us.
I can help you belong. Isn't that what you really want?
Please don't do this.
There's no pain here. No pain.
We can be one.
And then, of course, you get Mrs. Burke or Miss Burke with Zeke, and they go for a ride in the car. Did you like that?
They go for a ride on the monologue train because Jesus Christ, man, they're just like, I saw some cherry flavored condoms in there. Did you get the chocolates?
I had my heart set on something cherry flavored.
Actually, I had my heart set on something cherry flavored.
I do love a good explosion scene.
Oh yeah, dude, your body went flying.
Oh yeah,
her body went like Fresh Prince of Bel-Air like style, like dummy thrown out.
It was a dummy too. You can see it.
Yeah, you can obviously it wasn't like a real.
Dick Warlock would have took that.
Oh yeah,
yeah.
He would have went out that windshield
with a jock strap.
With his lucky jock.
Oh,
he's gonna need that back, Bearclaw. And then we have another thing shot here of her head crawling.
Oh yeah, that was. I love Zeke being like, "I'm out of here, man."
He's like, "Fuck this."
She also survives at the end of the movie.
Yeah, that ending.
Full decapitation, but hey.
Who the hell wrote that ending? Because that ending is the worst part of the movie.
Yeah, the ending is probably...
But you know why? Because they're like, oh, we got to have a nice ending. It's like, no, you can have an ending. You could have just ended it with them walking out of the school being like, Stan would have survived.
But this sucks because before we get to that 1 month later ending, I thought this ending was really cool with her, Mary Beth, naked, right?
Why are you naked?
Well, I bet you did find that cool.
Well, yeah, but you also see the tentacles as the shadows in his locker.
Yep.
I love this scene.
That was awesome. I love shadow play.
Yeah, and then we find out Stokely is an alien now. And Z comes back. He gets tossed. So now we're down to the alien and Casey, right? The final girl, Casey, taking on the alien. And he squishes her in the lockers.
Yeah.
Guaranteed to jack you up.
Guaranteed to jack you up.
Right in the eye, man.
Yeah.
I'll be honest, in the very beginning, I really did, like very, very beginning, I really did think Mary Beth was going to be the final girl.
Oh,
she's the new girl.
Yeah. I can
and
see
it's
that.
kind of interesting that she was kind of the final girl and like a weird...
She was the final girl of her species.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The last alien.
And I like how she's kind of trying to talk like Casey into it. Like, hey, you don't have to be afraid anymore.
Yeah, we could all be one.
It's less painful here.
Yeah.
No hate.
A world without anger, without fear, without attitude.
Right. And
Did you want your head to crawl around on some tentacles? It's
pretty
I
cool.
can make that happen.
if you think about it too, Casey would be the one that would be like, you know what, man, that doesn't sound too bad because I'm tired of having my nut shoved in a fucking
multiple times.
So, I mean, I thought this ending was really cool. I think they should have just stopped there.
Yeah, they probably should have. Yeah, because the whole, like, everybody's okay in the end, except for the principal.
They were trying to appease a certain audience, and I think...
really, how many deaths were there in this movie? 2. 1? The principal,
Miss
right?
Brummel died.
Brummel.
Oh, Brummel, yeah, so 2.
So 2 deaths, technically. Unless you count, like...
The aliens dying, yeah.
Right.
Then millions. I don't know. How many are in a person? I don't know.
The kill count for this is huge.
Yeah.
I don't know. Yeah, that's a good idea. One last thing I want to talk about in this movie is I thought the soundtrack was pretty amazing. Logan talked about it a little bit.
In love with the music that it like legitimately revitalized this movie for me. If they didn't have that soundtrack, I don't think it would be nearly as entertaining.
I was a little bit confused about the brick in the wall placement in this, but I don't know. I mean, I guess it makes a symbolic sense as far as like, you know, individuality and not being another brick in the wall or not being another alien or not being the
Like,
jock
stand out
that
a little
everybody
bit, right?
wants you to be.
Don't need no education.
Yeah.
I flipped out with that song in like the football game, and I was like, oh shit, man, this is awesome. Like with the final battle taking place and that shit playing, like give me some Pink Floyd all day, man.
Except it wasn't. It was
Class of 99's cover.
99, but it's cool. Lane Staley and Tom Morello.
Yeah.
Pretty big super group there. All right, we're on to Conspiracy Corner. Does anybody have any conspiracies?
I have one.
All right.
Zeke, many years later, through some intense chemistry, went on to found Monster Energy drink.
Dude, you dove to the deep realms of outer space, and I'm there with you. Holy shit.
Years later, he went on to find Monster Energy drink through his intense chemistry and scat creation.
Oh my God, guaranteed to jack you up. Holy shit. Any other conspiracies?
I mean, I have a pretty big conspiracy is that I don't think the aliens actually died at the end of the movie. Who's to say she's not the only alien?
They said she was like one of the last of her species.
They didn't say she was the last. They never said she was the last. They just said our planet died out. And we know that there's at least 2 out there. The biology teacher, did we find out what happened to those 2 things in the tank?
They went missing.
Yeah, we never.
I think they probably went into the biology teacher would be my guess, but
well, I guess the idea though is once Mary Beth's dead, then the aliens are
all died, and everybody just healed up.
But that was only a theory, though. We don't know the actual. We don't know the actual context of alien. Hell, they don't even know. They're making up shit. Like Zeke just knows all the aliens.
Let's listen to Zeke. He knows.
Okay, fine. I guess we'll listen.
And
to
I don't
Zeke.
know. Another conspiracy theory is should there have been some type of dialogue with the alien if they're the last of their species? Is it right to wipe them out? You know, I mean, maybe there should have been some kind of thing like, you know,
they were taking over human bodies
by force, right? But apparently not irreversible,
I guess.
So, you know,
we're all equal opportunity people.
I mean, I'm just saying, you know, not be speciesist, you know, speciesist.
I gotcha. Well, we're on to hot takes. I have a hot take that they should have just joined the aliens because
why not?
It seems not bad.
I don't know, man. I don't really want to be an alien. I kind of like my life.
Look at what the aliens did for Coach Willis. You know, when Stan tells him,
cooled his rage.
I want coffee.
Stan tells him that, hey, I'm not going to be on the football team anymore. Coach Willis was like, man,
thanks for not reaming me, Coach. What kind of human being would I be if I did that?
He was like, what kind of human would I be if I didn't?
You just be you, you know?
And then you're going to be me.
The other Coach Willis would have just slapped him and then walked away.
He would have murdered him.
The real Coach Willis would have just gone, no, slap, and then walked away.
Stuffed him in the Gatorade cooler.
He would have had Usher beat him up.
Yeah, Usher has such a small role in this.
Well, not really. He's pretty big in the movie, like as far as like he's shown a lot. Yeah. He has some scenes.
I have a hot take.
Yeah.
My hot take is this movie is just Scream characters written into a sci-fi movie, and I don't think it fits great.
Oh.
I feel like the feel of this movie is like Scream was a great hit. We gotta make another one of those. This time we're gonna mix in the Thing.
Yeah, do a little bit different.
Yeah.
Which I'm fine with. It's unique. I do have a hot take too. I think there should have been more deaths in this movie. I feel like that's like my only critique, and I think there should have been more like some like level of like let's use some weaponry. Let's use something.
Dan had mentioned that.
You know, let's pack it. You know, I pack a chainsaw. So
I feel like it wouldn't have been out of place if the Men in Black had shown up in this movie.
Dude, I would have.
Could have been across.
Will Smith just shows up.
I'm just saying, this seems like a Men in Black kind
That's
of
how it should have ended. They show up like, oh, well, shit's done. All right, look into this light.
FBI just shows up to like wipe people's memories and shit. That would have been a way better ending.
Any other hot takes?
My hot take is Kevin Williamson is Temu John Hughes.
That's messed up.
He might like that.
Yeah, he'll probably take great consideration with that.
Also, I'm angry that Jon Stewart is ineligible for the Hall of Slain because he survives.
Or is it?
The alien.
Well, it's time for our Hall of Slain. Our Hall of Slain are characters that have died in the movies that we review that would help us get through and survive a horror movie because we are the final girl. Are there any characters from the faculty that you would like to nominate?
There's no one that really died.
I would like to nominate the principal.
Principal Drake?
Principal Drake. I think she would be a good addition to the team. I think she understood. She has a clear sense of purpose. She's also Judith from Frasier. I think that could be good.
I hate Frasier. It's my least favorite.
I don't know if there's any
Cheers.
Frasier fans out there, but she's Frasier's ex-wife. I also feel like she's the only person that could be eligible to bring up because
she is a pushover.
She's the only one who died.
She's a pushover. She didn't.
It's going to be a no for me, dog.
It's going to be a no. I'm locking my arms.
Locking it up.
No.
Wow. Okay.
Yeah, I mean, I can't really think of any. I was going to say Mr. Furlong, but like technically he doesn't die.
I got you guys something even better.
All right.
Oscar the rat.
Oh, yeah, Oscar.
Oscar does
That
die.
rat didn't deserve what he got.
Did it concern anybody else that Zeke had full dissection kit just available? Just at the drop of a hat.
He stole it from the school.
Oh, okay.
I prefer borrowing.
I like to think of it as stealing, actually.
Oscar the rat did not deserve what he got coming in.
I'll be honest, I'm not a huge fan of rats.
Yeah,
I'll put him in my wing.
That's a no. You're going to have Oscar in your wing?
I need an animal. You guys have the dog from the last movie.
You guys, the dog is all of ours.
Yeah.
No, I don't.
Well, you're
I don't
separating yourself again. Join us, Logan.
I don't want to join it. I like pain. That's why I have.
All right,
Could we recommend
Billy.
the Queen alien? I don't know.
Mary Beth.
Mary Beth?
Should she join? We can't trust her, though.
We can't trust her. She's a
No,
bitch.
she's going to assimilate everybody.
Yeah.
And be like, I got
And
your
Hollis
backs.
would be
I got your
unbeatable.
backs, guys. Let me just tell you a secret real quick. And then, next thing you know, we're all like,
Let me just
oh.
whisper in your ear real quiet. Like,
In the Hall of Slain, there'd be like water bottles being brought in.
I know.
Hollis be like, you know.
Yeah.
there's an alien pubic hair in my water.
I mean, I don't think for the Mouths of Madness Hall of Slain we're going to be able to bring in anybody.
No, I don't think there's any qualifiers.
I want Oscar.
Logan, you want Oscar?
I want a little. I want a little rap
Well,
buddy.
keep control of him because we don't want Hootie eating him.
Yeah.
Yeah, we do.
All right, gavel sound. Oscar to Logan's wing. It's time for hook, line, and stinker. Our hook is our favorite kill of the movie. Our line is our favorite line or quote in the movie. And our stinker is something funny, awful, or weird that happens that makes the movie either better or worse. For me, no one really dies, but I'm going to go with Mr. Furlong's alien death. How about that? The paper cutter, the scat in the eye. I just thought it was badass. It's my favorite scene. And I love how earlier in the movie, Mr. Furlong foreshadows his death when he's trying to pick up Salma Hayek. And he's like, oh, just put a pen in my eye.
Maybe I should just put a pen in my eye.
It happened. My line, there's a lot of lines, but I'm going to go with Stokely.
I'm not putting that hack drug up my nose. It's so 80s.
Aliens are taking over the Earth. Weigh it.
Weigh it. Stinker is kind of the ending, and specifically Zeke being a football player at the end. Like,
Yeah,
that made
like,
no sense.
yeah, second year senior. Yeah. I had a note for Zeke that's just like, he's the main man, is just a baffling character. He's smart and capable, but in his second year of senior of high school, joins a football team in the last few months of his second senior year while having relations with a teacher. I mean, the teacher is Enya top, but still confusing.
You know, I guess Zeke was like, hey, I'm just going to do everything
I'm
here.
just going to do it all. On top of being a drug dealer and porn dealer. And
Oh, yeah. We forgot to mention, too, he deals porn out of his trunk.
Yeah.
And do you know the two actresses that he had videotapes of?
Nev Campbell and
Jennifer Love Hewitt.
Jennifer Love Hewitt, yeah.
It's Nev Campbell and Jennifer Love Hewitt, right?
Yep, party of prettiness.
And they're naked?
Full frontal.
And apparently he's got a whole pharmacy back there because he not only has prophylactics, he has friggin' laxatives.
Yeah.
Like what high school kid is like, yo.
He's a triple threat. I'm
having a real hard time, Zeke.
He's a fucking athlete. He's a chemist.
I'm having a real hard time in the bathroom.
Video editor.
I found it ironic, though, that the two actresses were in other Kevin Williamson movies.
Yeah.
Kind of a cool callback. Dan, how about you?
My hook was Mr. Furlong's death, but now I've learned that he doesn't die. So I don't have a hook now.
All right.
I'm revoking it.
Revoking it. All right.
Line.
Okay, class, listen up. Today, we are going to write a living family history. Everyone take out a piece of paper and write down the name of every living member of your family. Begin with your immediate family, those living with you. Then include the names of your nearest living relatives.
Is this gonna be on the test?
This is the test.
This is the test.
I like that.
Yeah, that was a good one.
That was like
I didn't understand why they were doing that. I just figured it was just to make a list of
so they could go and kill everybody.
Yeah. So I thought that was really, really creepy. My stinker is the whole conspiracy theory scene with Casey and Stokely.
How do we know this writer guy?
Jack Finnick.
Didn't encounter aliens in his high school, which led him to write a book about an alien invasion.
They were like, how do we make this our own? I know, let's make it meta. We'll say the concepts we borrowed exist in this world and are a part of a greater conspiracy to convince the masses that aliens do not exist. Fuck you. You just blatantly rip off the movie and shut the fuck up and keep going.
Yeah.
My other stinker, Zeke making out with New Girl doesn't get infected. Why does she not try to convert him?
She liked him too much.
That is a good point for sure.
She didn't convert him when he got thrown across the lockers.
You know, in theory, she could have converted anybody she came in contact with, but she didn't. So maybe like the plan was like for her to be in hiding.
Cover or something.
Yeah, until everyone was
she could have at the end.
They were in a room. Like, they were in that room alone together. They were in the storage room getting supplies.
Listen, she's like us all. Josh Hartnett's an attractive man. She was like, hey.
That hairstyle, though.
He needed a haircut.
Yeah.
Bearclaw, how about you?
So for my hook, the only one in there, the principal's death, I did think it was cool when they shot her in the head and then all of a sudden the worms came out and stuff. I thought that was neat. So I thought that was actually a pretty reasonable hook. The line is when they're cleaning out Charlie, or what was his name? Elijah Wood's character.
Oh, Casey?
Casey. When they were cleaning out Casey's room. And just as the parents were about to leave, his mom stops and goes, oh, by the way, his porn is right there. Oh, and
take his porn.
I'm just like, and I'm sitting there like, you're going to take everything from me, man. Like, you're going to
Might as well cut his dick off,
I was
for
gonna
God's
say,
sake.
you guys are destroyed. Took his internet, you took his computer, you took his radio. You're taking it's got nothing left. But then his mom says his pointer's right under there, and then his dad says,
Sorry, pal. No more flogging the bishop.
No more beating the bishop.
No more flobbing the bishop.
Or no more flogging the bishop.
Flobbing the bishop.
Which, like, yeah, I don't know.
I smacked my bishop.
I felt bad for the character. That my stinker is just generally the film is just, it kind of falls in what I call the deadly middle, where it's kind of not great. It's good, but it's not bad either. It's not like entertainingly bad, but it's not like great either. It kind of is okay. It's good. It's good. It's good. It's not awful. I can't give this nostalgia points because I didn't see it back in the day. Yeah. So that's where I think I'm maybe missing on some of it. But I think it kind of falls in that deadly middle. And to me, that's a little bit of a stinker.
Logan.
For my hook, I did have Furlong's death too. I thought it was super sick. It's like one of the best shots in the movie.
Yeah.
For a line, I have one which was no more flobbing the bishop, which I absolutely lost my shit for. That was so funny. Let him tweak is up there.
Hearing Shooter McGavin say no more flogging the bishop was worth this movie's watch.
But this is guaranteed the greatest line in this movie.
All right.
Pretty cool human being, and you're not being a first-class grade A bitch. You hitting on me, Casey?
Casey, are you hitting on me?
She liked it.
She liked being called out. And then my stinker is the rat being killed.
Oh, yeah.
That was
Not a big
horrible.
rat fan, but
poor Oscar, man.
Any honorable mentions? I have one, and it's Casey, and I thought this line was really cool. And I put it as my honorable mention because I thought more than one of us would have it, but I guess not.
Jack you up?
If you were going to take over the world, would you blow up the White House Independence Day style? Or sneak in through the back door?
I like how Stan gives it a like once over. He's like, man, actually, that kind of makes sense.
Yeah, I like it. It's time for our final rating.
They're gonna rate the movie. What will they rate the movie? The killer is great, the victim sucks, the survivor is in between. What was that?
Our final rating system is Killer. It's our highest rating. It's awesome. We would highly recommend, and it is a must watch. Survivor is our middle tier. It was a good movie we would probably recommend and has some rewatchability. And finally, The Dreaded Victim. It's our lowest rating. It's a bad movie we do not recommend and no rewatchability. For me, I'm giving The Faculty, it's a 5-star killer for me. You know, like I said, when I was younger, I watched this so many times. I loved it. It is in one of my top horror movies of all time. You know, like the other movies we've seen in the Summer of Madness, there are a lot of faults in this movie, but I can overlook them. I really think it's fun. I think it's a kind of cool concept of, you know, aliens taking over a high school. It's always one of those things that you like would say, oh, it would never happen, but it's cool to see it play out on screen. Some of the characters like Zeke, Coach Willis, I mean, they're great characters to see on screen for me. So that's why I'm giving it a killer. Dan, how about you?
For me, I'm giving this movie a survivor rating. Bearclaw made a point a little earlier about this being, what is it, the deadly middle you called it?
Yeah.
Where it's like it doesn't do anything for me like that jumps out or stands out, and then at the same time it also doesn't do anything that's like too egregiously bad. It's just, for me, it's just not I don't really,
doesn't work for me.
It's not really exciting movie. I can watch it and sit through it and not be like annoyed by it, but that's just not enough for me to get enthusiastic about it, I guess. It has an amazing cast ensemble, and I said this earlier, it's fun seeing all these well-established actors featured in this B-level story concept for teens. I think it does a great job of throwing you off the trail, with Mary Beth being the queen, being the awkward new kid, is a solid smokescreen. Unlike you guys, I actually liked the ending. I like how, by the end of the movie, every single character grows out of their previous held belief of who they are, or at least how their perception of themselves or how they are perceived. Like Casey gains confidence and courage to outgrow being the dork. Delilah becomes less conceited and more humble. Zeke reforms his social deviant behaviors and becomes more committed to his own personal growth and development. Stan becomes his own person instead of being everything to everyone as the school star QB. Stokely becomes a more trusting, positive person. It's like the rare instance in these like Kevin Williamson, Dawson Creek movies where like the main characters actually get out of the movie unscathed, and like this is a proper hero's journey story where they face the conflict and they come out the other end better having faced it.
Yeah.
That's awesome, man. That actually makes me like the ending better.
I did not like the ending. I love the ending. I do, yeah.
So like, I don't know, like I thought it was I liked just the finality of it. Yeah. And so like to me it's the strongest it's the strongest part of the movie because there's the payoff of the growth and development. I mean that's all I really have for this. Wow. I would say like the things that I really like find myself hung up on is like there isn't enough kills. I don't know. That to me is like one of the things that kind of bugs me about it. But for this movie, it makes sense that there would be no kills. Like the aliens aren't trying to kill. They're not trying to kill their resources.
Right. Dan, you made all good points that make me even like it more. And I give it a 5-star killer.
I'm glad that I could help you appreciate it some more.
I appreciate you. Bearclaw, how about you?
Dan's analysis also helped me appreciate the movie more, like seeing growth and everything. I think that is a good point. However, like I was saying, it's kind of a deadly middle of a film. I think it's a solid survivor. I would recommend it to somebody if they really like this. But I mean, you've got this versus The Thing, and I mean,
apples to oranges.
I mean, apples to oranges, and just in quality of story, like in a ton of stuff, and it's just it's hard for me to not compare this to The Thing because it's playing in the same game, and if it's going to play in the same game, it's not even close. And this would be the definition to me of The Thing being a killer and this being a survivor. That would be the line in the sand is these two. And I wish I had the nostalgia for this because I certainly have nostalgia for all of the actors in this, just seeing them in other things throughout the years. But yeah, this one's going to be a survivor for me.
Awesome. Logan.
I think think I've already said it. It's top 3 for me for horror movies. I think it's a perfect movie. I don't see any real faults in it. The ending itself, I don't hate. I actually like it because for once in forever, we actually get a movie with a happy ending, which I like. Because
a happy ending,
it actually makes you feel good for the characters because you see them go through all this horrible shit and come out the other end. Like, that's really good. I like that they also changed with the ending. I didn't like that at the beginning of the movie, they were kind of like, you know, they were nobodies, and now they're kind of like, they're all together and very like, they've changed as people and they've grown as people. I think that's a very nice tight bow on it.
Oh.
I don't think, like, I hate when movies set up for a sequel when, you know, like, you've already told the story. I don't really want to see a sequel because, like, I think this movie stands alone as a good, like, fashion, like, just standalone movie, like horror especially. Like, I think that's the problem is, like, they try to set up the next big thing while, like, you know, they should probably just stick to, like, what they have. And I'm glad they did so because this movie is perfect. I don't think there's any real, like, negatives for me, like, as far as, like, the story itself. The characters are great. The music was good. The actual, like, tone of the movie was as, like, I want it to be. Like, I think there was, like, serious moments while also playing off of, like, the lightheartedness and more of, like, the general tropes of, like, society as well as, like, a high school. I think it's, like, really for me, there's, like, no faults with it. It worked for me.
Wow. Your first killer in a while, though.
Yeah, killer, yeah.
It's funny you mentioned sequels. This is the only movie out of the Summer of Madness movies that didn't have a sequel.
Good.
Yeah. I'm with you on that.
I'm very glad. I was very nervous.
I'm curious to think what our intrepid producer thinks of this.
Yeah, Nathan, our producer, gave his rating, and he said, the characters are a little bland, and it's too long for its own good, but the faculty is still a fun take on the pod people trope. High-end Survivor. P.S. That cover of Another Brick in the Wall Part 2 is complete and utter trash. Dang.
Hey, well, Nathan, you know what? All in all, it's just another brick in the wall.
Did you like the Creed one?
Dude, oh man, when Creed started playing, I was like, I was getting into it.
I like how they open with Offspring.
Yes.
Yeah. Offspring.
That's one of my favorite
Offspring
songs. Kids aren't all right. PPS, can we please pick a movie from a different era now?
No. Screw you. You're dealing with this. Well, Nathan,
Nathan. One more and
you
we're
might
out.
have to wait a little bit.
We're not going anywhere.
I'm not fucking leaving. Soon we'll be eating some nice pizza.
Now that the Summer of Madness has come to an end, I want to ask you guys, which is your favorite movie out of the movies that we've watched? So I know what you did last summer. Final Destination, Urban Legend, and The Faculty. Nathan has already said to me his favorite is The Faculty.
Oh, yeah, I think that's also my favorite.
Oh, your favorite too? Okay.
Yeah.
Mine's Urban Legend.
Urban Legend?
I think mine's Final Destination.
Mine's also The Faculty.
Yeah, so. It's top 3 horror movie, so it's got it. Yeah, I don't think any movie.
Well, and Final Destination, I gave Killer to.
Yeah.
I just thought that was the most innovative one of the bunch.
Oh, that's awesome. And we want to hear from you.
Yeah, let me know at thepaddedroom@outlook.com. What was your favorite movie of this summer of screams?
We also asked you, our audience, what your thoughts were on The Faculty. So let's check out our Instagram, and that's at mouths.of.madness. From _horrid horror _underrated top tier body invasion movie. Yeah. From Out of the Darkness Productions. This is a killer for me. Saw it opening weekend and have always loved this one. From Natalie _May_. This is a fun sci-fi horror flick that feels very 90s. It's a classic. Killer. From It's T. Ricci. Owes a lot to Body Snatchers, but it has a great cast and a sci-fi twist. From John Ryan Howard, love it. From Aluiska, love it. From Anthony _the creator, an underrated 90s fan favorite. From Spooky Itza, this movie was so good. From Dissect That Film Pod, the only bad thing about this movie is Josh Hartnett's Hartnett.
Oh, man.
The only bad thing about this movie is Josh Hartnett's haircut.
Yeah.
This is a killer, 100%. Giant alien slugs for the win.
I agree 100%. It was throwing me off the entire movie.
From Modern Monstrous, rewatching this so I can make a coherent comment that isn't just Josh Hartnett, let me have your babies. And I love how we kind of get updates along the way. She says, starting off strong with a crash out from the guy who was the bad Terminator in Terminator 2 and an Offspring song. Love it.
Yeah.
And finally, she said, as much fun as I remember it being, except now I can appreciate how meta this movie is. It has major The Thing vibes. I'm giving it a killer. And not just because of Josh Hartnett, but I feel like y'all are going to have some strong opinions about this one.
Well, we definitely right about that.
You know what I was thinking, and this just came to mind, is I was trying to think of a movie where they had taken this body snatcher thing and they had done it in a weirder way that I thought was really good. And then I remembered the movie Slither.
Yeah.
Like, that was so cool. That was a cool movie. We should cover that sometime.
Yeah, we might have to.
Might have to, Bearclaw.
From Daycray.Black. Yes. From Twisted Soulmates Podcast. Guaranteed to jack you up. Killer.
Killer.
From superhero _ horror _ creep. Hands raised emoji.
Cinema.
From Kate L45678, a definite survivor. I haven't watched this one for a while, but it has so many great actors in it, and I love a good Body Snatchers storyline. Well, thank you all so much for your comments. We really appreciate you commenting on the movies that we review. A lot of comments on this. If you're interested in also commenting on any of the movies we review, please check out our Instagram or email us, and we'll read your comments at the end of our episodes. Before we end the episode, we want to embrace the madness and let you all know what we've been up to. For Straight Jacket Talk this week, I just watched the French film Titan. I had seen it before. It's a movie our producer Nathan has mentioned many times. It has a scene where a girl fucks a car. Which is pretty...
Finally paying that off on the show.
Kind of a weird take on Christine, but okay.
Yeah. This is the next step to Christine. So if you liked what that was, this is a step further.
On you right now, never.
If you've ever looked at a car and gone, oh yeah.
Oh man, those are some nice seatbelts. It was probably one of the strangest movies I've ever seen, but I will say there's a lot of good to this movie, and if you're interested in it, I would say take the dive and watch it because it's a journey and it's a lot of body horror. So if you love body horror, this one could be for you.
All I can think about is Adam Sandler in 8 Crazy Nights. And when he's like doing the car a little bit because he's like, I just gotta leave my car for a little bit. No, baby, I'll be back soon.
Oh man, if you want to see all of our thoughts, go check out our YouTube channel and look up our new episode. Also, we did a Halloween video game trailer reaction. The new Halloween video game was just announced recently, so we took a look at the trailer that was released, and I'm pretty excited. As a Halloween fan, I like the atmosphere that they've created here, and I'm not a video game person, but
I'll make you one.
Yeah, I'm definitely looking forward to checking that out.
Yeah. Dan, how about you?
I saw the movie Weapons this recently.
Oh, yeah. Yep. I saw that as well.
Oh.
Yeah, it was pretty good. I would say it's my second favorite horror movie of the year behind Sinners.
Yeah.
It's a good mystery movie. It's also got some good funny bits to it. The pacing is awesome because it takes you on different vantage points from different characters' perspectives on the events that happen. And there's definitely some kind of social narrative tucked away in there for people to figure out. And so those are also like I enjoy those types of movies as well, like that have like that deeper analysis. I highly recommend checking it out if you haven't.
Bearclaw, how about you?
I also watched Weapons, and top tier recommendation for me as well. It was really excellent film. I enjoyed it. I'm not going to ruin any of it or discuss any of it, but definitely worth the watch. I enjoyed it. The other one that I watched again, and it's a movie I always go back to. I wrestle with it quite a bit. It's still a good movie. Is Nightbreed.
I struggle with that one. I
struggle with it, but then David Cronenberg's such a cool serial killer in it as the doctor
with the burlap mask. mask and the button eye.
And the button eyes. And like, I don't know. He's so cool in that movie. And there's so many cool characters and tapeworm guy. And I don't know. I think it's an interesting movie. I always go back to it because of the character design and stuff. And
I'm with you on that.
And it's always kind of a curiosity for me. But then I watch it and I realize the movie's not the best movie. But that, Weapons, and the Fallout trailer dropped too.
I can't wait for that.
I just could not be more excited. Justin Theroux there as Mr. House. I mean, that's gonna be good. I'm pretty excited about it. And if you're a Fallout fan and if you like Fallout New Vegas, the eating is good right now. So I've got a secret wish in my heart that there's a Fallout New Vegas remaster. That's what I'm really hoping for comes out. But I know it's a long shot.
Well, maybe you'll be surprised, Bearclaw.
Maybe for Christmas. Come on.
Maybe. Ask Santa.
Ask Santa.
Santa, give me the game.
Logan, how about you?
I've been back into reading again. I have started to read a Die Hard-esque book, very much inspired by The Running Man. If you ever read that book or seen the trailer for the new movie coming out with my boy Glenn Powell. I'm beginning.
Isn't that a Stephen King book, though?
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, okay.
It's based off the book.
Oh, okay.
It's got also Thanos in it, Josh Brolin there. It's got a couple other. Michael Cera's in it, which looks pretty cool. So the book I've begun to read is Vertical Run by Joseph R. Garber. It's very Die Hard-esque. It's this guy trying to escape people trying to kill him, which is pretty like action hero book.
Yippee-ki-yay, motherfuckers.
Yeah, all those kind of books. I did recently go and see The Naked Gun. Pretty good. It's definitely like one that you like kind of like, it's one you can sit and just enjoy with friends. Like, I think that's pretty much like what I got out of it.
It's a stupid good time.
And then big thing that I did get into is I have begun to play The Midnight Walk on PlayStation.
Nice.
It is so interesting and is not like what I expected it to be. And that's why I kind of love it.
What's it called? The Midnight Walk? I haven't even heard of this.
It is an interesting game. It's very Tim Burton-esque. Like everything is pretty much built with clay. It's super cool. Like if you look at like any of the behind the scenes stuff, it's super awesome. I definitely recommend everyone to go like at least look at it, see like what you think of it. If it's not your kind of thing, that's fine.
That is Tim Burton-esque.
It is super dark and it is just like a aesthetically pleasing.
Awesome. Well, if you haven't already, please subscribe to the Mouths of Madness on your favorite audio platform and YouTube. If you've enjoyed your descent into madness, we really would appreciate it if you would rate us 5 stars and leave us a review. You can find us on Instagram, and that's at mouths.of.madness. Check out our YouTube channel at Mouths of Madness, where we have our new episode of Straight Jacket Talk on Titan, available now. Finally, write to Bearclaw at thepaddedroom@outlook.com and let him know what was your favorite part of the Summer of Madness 2025.
Yeah, was it the Final Destination? Was it the faculty, or was it our singing? I think that
that's got.
I think the fans.
Top moment.
I don't want to ruin anything for our fans, but I just want you to let everybody know that we are putting an album together. So look for that to drop, and we're gonna be dropping some hints when the album's coming out.
Yeah, sooner rather than later.
Awesome. Well, that does it for our review on The Faculty, and that does it for the Summer of Madness 2025. Thank you all for joining us. We'll be back soon for a new episode, and we're gonna be staying in the 90s with Bearclaw's pick, Idle Hands.
Can't wait to watch this with you, gentlemen.
Nathan, better eat your heart out. We're staying in the 90s.
We're not going anywhere. But until then, back to the padded room with you. Oh man, I'm so tired. There's so many interviews.
That fucking Burke Dennings guy just kept us for like 45 minutes just talking about foreigners and
that was
hair
a
in
lot.
his drinks.
We should not recommend doing any more interviews. I'm done. I'm out of here. Let's just leave this place. I'm out.
Oh, wait a minute. Hang on. Door's opening.
What the hell?
Who's that?
I've got just the thing for you.
Zeke?
Zeke?
What do you got?
Scat. My own recipe. Guaranteed to jack you up.
Oh, man. Guaranteed to jack you up.
Oh, okay.
Zeke, we might have a chemistry fellowship open for you.
Oh, man. Are you guys ready? Fire it up! Fire it up! Fire it up!
that, Logan? Hard as a rock.
Okay, we don't need to talk about our mics. Our microphone should be a private business. Brought to you by Blue Chew.
Hey, if Blue Chew wants to sponsor us,
dude, I'll be the biggest Blue Chew whore ever. What did you do last night? I used Blue Chew.
Blue Chew twice.
Mouths of Madness presents Bordello of Blood live viewing, sponsored by Blue Chew. Guys, I've took like 20 tabs of Blue Chew for this watch along.
Man.
We are all going to sit and watch this very far apart.
These interviews are all sponsored by Blue Chew.
Oh God, I don't want Hollis on Blue Chew.
Dude, that's a hog.
Oh,
Tim Capella's already on it. Look at the man.
Well,
on that note.